Alright, let's get started here right away. I'm gonna build one, two, let's do 4 stations for this one just to make it quick. So as like the other train station selector switch, it's the exact same thing. I'm just gonna build it here. If you haven't seen that, check out the other video, the tutorial on this part, but it's not too hard to do. I'm going to show you how to hook up the tracks and some other things, and this is probably going to be part 1 of the train station tutorial. Put the torches on the side here, make sure that's on the side, it's really important. On your repeaters, on 3 just like the other video. I'm going to do some features and things that you normally don't see people even thinking about. 'Cause I play on a lot of servers with other people, and they tend to break my redstone stuff, or they send the minecarts up without anybody in it. They just like to screw with it. So we're gonna try to make some ways, do some problem solving there, figure out a way to stop that from happening, sending minecarts out without people in them and stuff like that. So but let's put the redstone on the back, and we go out one block, torch, another block, and bring this all the way across. Put a block next to each piston, and then bring that all the way across. I'm just going to repeat that for every little switch. Break out the one above the piston because it actually needs sand there. And this version is actually incorporating the new redstone lamps, so we could show you how to hook those up also instead of the normal. We need sand, there we go. Instead of the torches, what I was using before to signify what area you selected. So we're just gonna put redstone dust. Let's see. Block, another block here. A torch on top of that block. Redstone dust. And this is the new version that we use the lamps with. And we put down the lamps. Now, we'll just fill it in between them. That was pretty easy. So the selection part is finished. Now we're gonna look at adding in the tracks and a way to stop people from sending your train or your minecart out without somebody in it, which is, it's a really simple concept to do. But on top of each of these torches you're gonna place a block and just bring it across. Then you're gonna put, actually I'll build this platform out. You can bring this platform forward over top of the where the lamps are, or on the back side. I prefer the back side of it. As you can tell, the one that we've got selected right now is lit up. And then we'll pull the power off of those with repeaters. And we're going to put a wall up here in a second, because I like to hide the redstone as much as possible. And you can hide the redstone with this pretty easily. So you just put blocks here, and the signal will go through the block into the minecart track. So we'll hook up these really fast. Oops, I forgot the normal track. So what you're going to do is go forward, out, and you line the turns up with the torches themselves. And if you notice great, that one's good. They're facing the wrong way, just break them and then place them down again, and they should turn to the correct direction that you want the minecart to flow in. And we'll do one more, and that one should stay because it's lit up. Now we're going to put powered rails in here so the minecart keeps going, and you can actually hide these too, and I'll show you how to do that. The powered part of this. So we're gonna do redstone dust all the way across. Then you're gonna do a repeater, and then a torch powering that, and that will power all those powered rails on the other side of the wall, which is cool. And the reason for the repeater is so the other torch doesn't affect the one next to it. So next we'll build the part with that will stop people from sending the minecarts up without you in it or a person in it. And depending on where you put this could change how many powered rails you actually need. And we'll kind of calibrate it, see what we got going on here. I just put in 2 to start. We'll put a button there, and that'll power the track right below it. And then you can put a torch underneath that block there, and that'll power the powered rail above it. So we'll just bring this up. There we go. All of them are powered. We got our destinations. I think I'm going to do a reset line. This isn't necessary. You can do it if you want. I'm going to do it on mine just because I like doing it. What this will do is just reset the redstone lamps, or the selector switch, I guess you could call it. So you just put a bunch of blocks underneath, in a row right underneath, and whenever that detector rail gets a minecart on it, it'll power this and then shut off that torch. And then redstone dust. Then we'll do another torch here, which will be off. And we'll just bring it right into that block. So whenever we get a minecart, it'll reset everything. So as you can tell, once it's powered, it changed the thing. It set the track back to normal. So let's see. I'm gonna put in lamps here just because I like the look of it. There's no real... It's not necessary, I guess. So one... Let's click this so I can tell. So I'll put a lamp there. That way you can tell which tracks are on and off. There we go. Anyways, we'll get back to this part. I'm gonna put a minecart on this, then you'll just send it up. If it makes it all the way up, that means you have too many powered rails or the spacing of them aren't correct. So we'll come back down here. I'm gonna break that out, and we'll either separate them or put them together. I'm gonna separate them a little bit farther. And we'll try this again. So it hit the powered rail, but it didn't go all the way up. We'll try it again, make sure. So you don't have people sending minecarts out of the train station without people in them, but as you can tell, if you go in there, it reset the line. It went up there when we had a person. So turn that back on and we'll take another ride, make sure everything's working. Yep, we got sent out the next one, it reset. So there we go. Part 1 of the train station tutorial is pretty much finished. I'm just gonna check it out, make sure